I mean, we're halfway there. We're basically there. I think these two are so good that they can do something though. So even though they literally have no flashes, might be able to make it work.
Attack-based utility in general. And not only that, knowing that you have to fight against a double controller, I think that that is going to help you a lot when you want to spot across the.
They're gonna have a very rough time at trying to get through middle if they decide to start doing like the mid smokes. So honestly, they might just straight up skip middle. I think it could be okay. They still have Prowlers to follow in. The IXX can be good. Omen Flash might be alright. They can have some good XX here.
It's gonna be unstoppable, right?
Yeah, that's the way it is. You will win Navi will win.
I'm in for it. It feels like they're just relying a little bit on individuals, but honestly,
that's the way it is.
I think that's fine.
Yeah,
look at the individuals.
And not only on this game, if I may say.
This is the first time we've ever seen a Zipan, Raze, and a CNED Jed at the same time. Let's see if they can do it. It's definitely the map they look worst at. Let's see if this fixes it. They start on attack as well.
His team a chance to make it to champions.
The only problem I see for NAVI is that they have no reps.
You have 3 duelists because of Angel on Omen. That's actually, you're actually on something. That's my bad, yeah. It is triple duelist technically.
I mean, this is the Navi way. Koi, they've taken them down before, twice actually, but can they do it, Mitch and Tom, when the stakes are this high?
Alright. I like this though, like, I'm a little bit sour about the no sky, but honestly, this can work. They can make up for it. XOZ starting us off as well. Thank you so much, XOZ. 875 altogether, 5 right now. Chat, you know what to do. Let's get some slug approves in for XOZ. As always, mate. XOZ, thank you so much for everything. We've got a Cloud Clark.
8 times.
Abdelrahman, I think, Topkin, Willie6, and Habu51. If you heard your name, make sure you say thank you to XOZ. XOZ, massive appreciation to you, mate. Thank you for everything, bro. You know I appreciate you.
This is a big match for either side. Not making
Thank you so much. What number are we on? 2-4. Dude, do you know what? I haven't looked at this number for a long time. That really shot up fast. Fair play. Thank you so much, everyone. 2-4-7. Wait, it just went up. 2-4-7-7. Oh, Vernon. Vernon with the Prime as well. Welcome into the Slug Club, Vernon. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Use your Prime on me. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of ghosts here for people saying the classics are OP. We've got a lot of ghosts.
Right away, he's going to be taking some space.
Okay, on attack, Navi. Koi on defense. We actually have the double duelist. I've been waiting all year to see Navi do the double duelist. We finally get it.
A very strange pistol, but he has found a
He has absolutely sent it, by the way. Is he going to keep going? Oh my god. Oh my god, what's the timing like? Is Wolfen going to see him? Oh, Wolfen just saw him. Wolfen just saw him, he's pinging it out. Damn, the timing on that is wild, and Zipan must be wondering what the hell went on.
Spotted him in towards that spawn, and there was a moment where it looked like it was all over in this pistol.
It's kind of one of those things that you can do with the double duelists, right? You can have a bit of freedom. You can kind of, that's when you're seeing more of like the lurking jets, lurking razors, because obviously you do, in theory, only need one to kind of dash out onto the site or satchel onto the site, so it gives a bit of freedom to the other duelist if need be. Best of 5, everyone. Best of 5.
On the other side, that's a battle he wants to claim. They've got the info. Flash soon to follow. There it is, and the battle ensues in Vents. Starzo winning it, and Koi having a flawless start to this map. Incredible stuff from this squad.
UI though,
really,
it's cool. We'll just add this in later. It's fine.
To take advantage of it, and well,
don't add it. Honestly, production are in this stream. They'll add it in.
It's worth noting. Obviously, we saw a split literally not long ago, and it was a relatively even first half, and then it was this really aggressive defensive side that came out from Koi that made things very difficult for Navi to play against. Like, there was constant pressure, they were utilizing their own smokes, and
right, nicely done on that one. Very, very nicely done. This is definitely the map that Koi should be feeling the most confident on. I'm excited to see how many site hits they do. I would like Navi to play relatively fast when they get the money, because like, especially look at how they're playing it, right? You try and double hit one of these sites. That's a free site right there.
So we've
You got a Sky or a Raze, you just have to make sure the nade doesn't hit you. Or you got a Jet, that's it. Pretty good.
Koi have been a
So we'll see.
formidable foe for
Can keep it nice
anybody
and simple.
mounting up that other side. Navi, I mean, they saw a gap in heaven on the pistol round. Understandable that they start to move towards this position. No investment into the paranoia as we saw starting out the round. It's Sheriff across the board.
Chat, relax yourselves. It's a best of 5. Everyone, it's all cool. We're all good. It's a best of 5. Don't change it. Don't you worry. 5 maps, not 3. People make mistakes. It's all good.
Landing at their feet as well.
Hello, MC. Good luck today.
And now they know exactly what's going on that Navi side. They shouldn't be overextending into these fights.
Yep, a chance potentially for Warman
Farmer.
to just
Farmer.
basically farm up those orbs.
Nice.
Easy pickings for him. And well,
Oh,
Xiao will at
that
least
kill
get
though,
one.
you take
He's
that kill.
another player worth
One death, one
highlighting,
armor
right?
rebuy,
We've
that's it.
had pretty much everybody else making their way to an
You
international.
finally get to go on vacation after today?
I shouldn't
Damn,
premise
bro.
that. He did go to lock-in, they didn't leave him behind. So realistically, he should have the most pressure on him here, but we've seen over the LCQ, he has gone from being, I hate to say it, maybe the worst duelist in the entire league, to right now looking like a formidable force. Maybe a bit quieter when it came to their match versus Giants, who did well to shut
Here we
him
are.
down. But
It's
in
the
this
bonus.
double
It's the
duelist,
first buy.
one-two punch
It's
of
the
him and
third
Trax,
round.
he needs to
We
be
know how
confident.
it
To
goes.
see him just get
With all the
those few
defensive
early
vibe
kills,
wall like
get the
this, it's
confidence
nice.
brewing. That's a good sign.
Sugetsu,
They managed
double
to save
cage.
over that weapon as
One
well,
for
having
each.
just the ghost on Starzo last round paying dividends. The economy's
First buy
very
rounds.
healthy for Koi
We
right
don't
now. They
sight
can
hit,
afford
but that's okay.
many losses
We
coming
do
into
sight
this
hit.
round.
We do a little bit of
Of course,
pressure, a
their
little
bonus.
boombot here. We
Plenty of
smoked
weaker
off this.
weapons
Boombot
backing
went
up
through.
one rifle
They
on
feel like they've
Trax in the
created a
form of
question
the
mark
Phantom.
over towards here. Now
That's
they're
the
just
thing,
going to
though, I
sight
feel
hit.
like on Split,
Damn,
that's
this is what I
okay.
wanted to see.
Like, there's
And
so
as
many
we can
close
see,
angles,
pretty
you
much a
kinda
free
get
sight.
away
Do
with it
people
a
get
little
hit?
bit
Do they give
more.
them too much info?
Well, there's a long range
No,
angle
it's
from Trax.
perfect.
He's got the right rifle to do the job, but the players have forced him back with utility. Koi are content to play
Damn,
a
look at him
retake,
go.
retake up
Chat.
against all these
Double
weapons,
duelist.
but they've got so
Who would
much
have thought?
utility to fight their way back through. Key point being the flash to start it out, but nothing has gone according to plan on this one. The downside of having those
Double
weaker
duelist.
weapons, Starzo
Nice
now
and
has to do it
simple.
all, and even the
Zipan
rifle ain't
fragging
gonna
out.
be enough.
Loved
A
it.
clean
Loved everything
response
about
from
it.
NAVI, but that was very much just
A
testing
simple
ground. Now
call
the rifles
from
come out
Navi
for
as well.
Koi.
Just a straight up
that's kind
sight
of what you
hit.
expected.
God, that
Wolfen's
was
straight
great.
away gonna have
Loved
that
it.
operator, but the orbs have been split.
Again,
Very
nicely
early
done, one
In
death on
fact,
this
actually,
one,
Zipan's
so
come
maybe
out this
they
with
can't
most,
buy
which
next
is quite
round, so who really
interesting
knows?
considering they've only won
This
themselves
is
a single
interesting,
round.
because this money's
But it does
kind of
mean that there's
close.
not
They get
likely
2-4
to be
on
any
top of it in
ultimates for the
theory,
side of
like
Koi.
this
They're
guy
gonna
and
be able to change
these three
the
can't
fact
buy,
that
but
they've come in
you could try and do
with
something.
heavy
Wolfen gets the
weaponry
op out
is a
over
good
towards middle
sign.
again.
The fact is, though,
Navi,
looking
looks like
at
they're
the
keeping it
initial
simple, might be
positions
another
of
sight
Navi,
hit.
they're
I can't
building
believe
in
Koi are leaving
towards
sight
what
so
could be quite a
empty.
fast-paced
Oh, there we go.
A-site hit.
Well, as the barriers go up, it's certainly not going to be at the start of the round. They take their time, cage is down, but the flash gets
goes
the info
in.
as they cross. No chance of Koi rotating out
Well,
of this position.
we'll ignore that
Look for a
boombot
fight.
from
Players
Trax.
around Ben to help out. Flash already used.
What the? You're a crazy, crazy man with the
as
spike.
well. He's dropped it eventually as he goes walkabouts into the spawn. Someone else is going to have to take that and lead it back around. A big fight for Angel now with two players peeking him, and he will not win that. They were aware of the control that was given up.
Like we said, triple duelist working out pretty well. They get a lot of space from that. First duelist does go down though, so they still have the smoker in terms of CNED, but he has used both of his smokes. So going to be a bit harder for them to actually get over towards this site.
The trade's going effectively, and that spike has dropped the deck again.
Wolfen's on the way as well with the operator. It's going to be very hard to pick this spike back up and make your way back to the site. Did Wolfen just dash down below? He swapped it out, using the rifle now instead. He really wants a fight. Being so close to the Blade Storm, maybe plays a role, but he's ended up going down. And Shados up against Xiao. Still spiked to be
Nice
retrieved.
reposition from Shados. Oh, it's a huge reposition. Doesn't get seen and he's going all the way around.
Not that long ago.
He's smart. Does he get good timing though? All he needs is a little bit of good timing.
Xiao might be caught
Looks
completely
pretty...
unaware, but the timing is
Oh
good.
boy.
He's just about crossed towards the site. Shados has to sneak up on him, but he's going to get there just
Nicely
in time.
done from Shados.
Third kill in this round.
He's got a strong brain on him.
You can already see Condimenta getting hyped up. He knows how important those sort of clutch rounds can be, especially when you
So
have the
Angels
likes
did a
of
good
Xiao
tweet
and Zipan
today.
on the other
He said that
side
the
who
broadcast would
made a
like to
round that
add,
probably shouldn't have been competitive.
don't try
Look
this at
away
home before
very,
any of his
very
plays.
quickly.
I would like to
Putting this
second
at
that.
a 3-1
I would
scoreline for them.
definitely
And again,
not
as
like
we said,
any of
like,
you
they could
to try
definitely
what
put
you
up
just
rounds
saw.
over on that attack with this
Especially
sort of
with a double
composition.
duelist.
They'll probably face the same issues that Navi have done, but I'm still kind of sat here and just looking at those initial stages of the round. Like, we know that Angel likes to take space. We know that he likes to almost command, normally from the grave, but it just having those smokes completely missing and him being the one cutting
Okay, we go into this one. Here we go. CNED's gonna get the... Nope, he's entering with the classic. Damn, bro. Nice. CNED with the plant gets his knives as well. It's a big round right here. I tell you what though, I am loving the calling. As much as I didn't like that play from Angel, the calling at the moment is just simple. No, we're not overthinking too much. We're just using double duel as well, and I'm just happy with it because we just get to see Zipan do his thing. CNED can do his thing as well when he gets his op on the defense side, and this is how I pretty much envisioned this team working, and this was just nice to see.
Zipan
getting a big round, 1-9 loss bonus on top of this. That is a 9, I promise. Oh my goodness, look at that. What is that? Yeah, basically, long story short, these can't buy 1,000 for the people save them.
Round number 6 after this, so you know, he's having a very good start to this match, and that's a great sign for Na'Vi, because I definitely think some of those players over the last week or so have gone missing. Like we had a series where Saigetsu looked poor, came back yesterday, was fantastic. Even Xiao at times has looked quiet, which never really happens. But Zipan looking good, getting a freebie to start with, and then even having the cleanup.
Imagine being that guy. Jesus.
This is putting them in a good early spot. A couple of rounds already on the attack.
Well, yeah, his confidence building up. It's going to be key for this squad. We've already seen the first 5 rounds play out. He's 8-3 right now. If he can keep that up, we're going to have a whole lot more showstoppers to follow through on. Big round for Koi. One away from 2 big ultimates, and they've got the Seekers to help them. A push up from Wolfen, though.
Okay, so yeah, like we said, the 2 guns on this one, that's nice. We're going to shut this down almost. Does get the knives though, so we can drop the gun over and manage to
give himself a chance.
Another gun, well,
if they were to fire back.
Another person who has guns, I guess, with the knives. You lot know what I mean.
Just to delay the taking of any of that space, but well, Angel doesn't care.
Yeah, well, look, I feel like I'm back in 2020 seeing this man just teleport in towards the vents. It's crazy to keep an eye on
this TP was this.
Wow, that one's not gone according to plan. Immediately shut down by the Blade Storm, earned up at the start of this.
Where was this guy in the normal season?
NAVI down to a 3 versus 5. And Koi.
Look what actually happened in that month.
And let NAVI make the next move.
Yeah, that's so rough. This is a round as well where just the 2 rifles saved. Everything else for Koi was looking weak. That Blade Storm collected at the beginning of the round, and now you've already seen the difference. It just can't.
Do you reckon it's the glasses? He wasn't wearing glasses before, right?
Set up and ready. Coldamenta patiently waiting, maybe not so patiently, but he has support from those blades.
He was wearing glasses, but they're new glasses, right?
The jet popping off alongside Saigetsu. And somehow they have an advantage.
Somehow they're back into this, by the way. I'm
talking
talking about glasses.
To initiate, Wolfen had been hitting every shot so far. Not up against this man. Now, Starzo and Shados left to clutch it, 1 away from a Viper's Pit. A kill for Shados could be everything. Could be a way back through. Flash hasn't even caught CNED. He's good for another fight.
Nicely done. I mean, it's the CNED and Zipan show. How it should be in this team.
The info fell into his lap eventually. What a response from Navi and a 3v5.
I will say,
yeah, I mean, nicely done to
every map of this series, and they win. I'm gonna just be so angry.
I told you so.
You're just gonna be sit there going like I get it. Like,
yeah,
it's
I mean,
better
it's
if you can play
that second
loads of
shot.
different agents, but there is a reason why everybody just wants to play
CNED
Jet.
with a bit of freedom as well.
Like that again looked like another round where I'm like, Koi have probably got this. They've got double entries straight off the bat. They've still got a Blade Storm. They've got a couple of rifles, and then CNED.
Yeah, I feel like Lothar might agree with you there about the agent swaps. He's not a big fan of the old Sage. And I feel like he's going to be
over towards middle. Koi's got money on this one. It's the similar thing, right, where Koi low money. Man, the double lineup, 30 HP on this. Would be nice if we had the Sky for the hill, but we won't talk about it. Shall manage to, I love that TP from Angel though. I don't think anyone was close enough to hear that as well, so that's a strong spot as he drops off.
does make you nervous,
Man,
doesn't it?
this guy's out here for me, man. I'm telling
What's
you.
he gonna do next? They're still within this Viper's pit, though.
I don't know.
They're
It's a different.
waiting
It's just a
for
different
Alert to come
brain.
back through, and
This is what's
Sagetsu
great
is
about
waiting
people.
for the
Everyone
pit
just
to
has
go
a
down.
different brain. Everyone has
Faith
their
and his teammates
own
to
way of
hold the
thinking
line,
about the
and for
game.
now, that's exactly what they're doing.
They're still staying in the pit even as the side push begins. The showstopper certainly helps with Trex doubling up, looking for the triple on backside. The trade should be easy now, though, down to 14
Sagetsu
HP.
on the lurk.
Sagetsu's lurk.
Is a good plant
Last
for him.
remaining hope for this
That's a
squad.
nice smoke,
Smoked
though.
off the spray. Decent damage done. Actually stopped the defuse.
Sprang.
He might even be good for more.
Oh,
if
unlucky.
Shaydos
How much
wants it a
HP is
little
this?
quicker.
45? It was
The
unlucky.
wall-bang headshot to save the round for Koi. 45 left on Starzo. I mean,
Shout
that
out
was
to
so
Trex there.
close to a
Trex
kill.
did
A little
phenomenal.
bit unlucky. I think an extra bullet or two, and he takes down that player. But again, you're seeing the style. This, for me, it really does just give me old school flashbacks to this map. Maybe you would have to throw a Reyna in there for it to truly be the old school split. But it's so explosive. Just any moment, one of these four duelists seems to be able to take over the
Respect
round.
it,
The initial
Susie.
battle of Wolf
How's that
and
working
Cena,
out
and
for you?
then Trex
Good or
just
bad?
almost solo retakes. The rest of the players
Right,
still looking
everyone
for
pay
plans,
attention.
waiting
Stop
to
talking
see
about
what he
classes,
can do,
etc.
and
because it's a big round
almost
with money.
single-handedly wins them
That's
the
nice as
round.
well. Attack up and he can have full freedom. He managed to get the kill
Not
before
the
Angel has
ideal
contacted anything as well, like
range
we were
for
seeing
that
on
kind of
Ascent.
weapon.
Damn, bro,
Certainly
he's
not a
out here.
battle that you would
He
wanna
knew he had
take up
he knew he had
against an
5 seconds to have
operator,
impact,
He
and
was
he
just
did.
expecting to get behind the box and just sit there.
Astra
and just gets
down as well. The smoker done. Look at this guy
Another
go.
victim
Oh my
of the
goodness.
attack
Okay.
side operator
Attack
coming
side's
through.
doing pretty good.
CNED making a case for it here on
In terms
the
of
jet.
losing
We
the
often
pistol,
talk
we go
about how
to
your Jet's gonna struggle on the
4-4.
attack. You're
Lost the
open in
pistol.
space, 'cause
Money
that's what you got
is
Angel
kind of
for.
on their side
CNED
as
can
well. It's a
focus
nice
little
comeback at
more
the
on
moment.
just hitting those shots.
Wondering.
It's a great push by Trex. A great position, and he's got
Here
the
we go,
spike
though.
for his trouble. Avoided the shot of CNED too. But he won't be able to hold on to
good
that
nade.
control for too much
Yeah,
longer.
kinda
He's
forces
gotta
him
let it
back.
slip. Surely.
He's waiting for his teammates.
You're bold, but I
Slowly
like
running
it.
round. Can he get anything more? He can. Trex, so
Ah, it was
confident in
really
these
unlucky.
fights, but
He did
eventually
great though to make
will
this
go
one
down,
doable.
And now they know where these remaining
Stock's
players are
flashing
going to
10.
be. Information had.
His mate's above him. High or lower?
That rotation back, Starzo's going to
Ah,
get
I thought they were
picked
both
up,
going to double swing.
left into the 1v3. First goes his way, but
Hey,
can't
hey,
get
they gave that a nice
off.
try,
Quick
honestly, in the
response
3v5.
From the
They
side
gave
of
that one a
NAVI,
good try.
this back and forth.
And shout out to
Continuing.
CNED. CNED did good there with the
Again,
picks.
it just seems to be the battle of the duelists. Such a fun match.
EMEA has slowly
Kick it
made
off,
me lose my
definitely. Seeing
filter.
those duelists
Honestly,
light up on
this
the
last chance
attack side.
qualifier actually has made me lose my filter. This was a nice
Didn't
shot.
even go out. He just jump picked it. I thought he was trying to get behind the box, but it was more so just CNED is so fast to the reactions that he didn't even get a chance.
This last
The
chance
idea there
qualifier
being
has
he'll
made
take
me
an extra
appreciate
second to
Pacific
get
and
to the
Americas a
box.
lot
Just-
more.
I'll just check
I'll
that
say
it's
that
clear
much.
first. Oh, it's not clear, guys. Let's see what this op's going to be up to now. I don't think we'll be watching anyone else at the start of a round for quite a while with the way CNED's been popping off. Really does look like we've rewound time for the side of NAVI, and while they couldn't have a better outcome considering what recent memory has been like for them.
Ooh, nice
Wolfen
damage
also
done
tagged
though.
up early, and there's a lot of weaker weapons for Koi here, so you don't want to see anyone going to take that space all too
Right
quickly.
now, it almost looks like CNED is commanding where he wants to go on the map, and the rest of the team are just holding everything else. Like, he's just, look at the setup. Right now, you've got the full Cypher setup, and CNED just walked through his
Boy,
own
walking.
teammate's setup. And then on the other side, they were putting Prowlers
Nice
through.
flash,
Now, the
nice
defense
info on
decided,
this one.
okay,
This
we
is a
need
good
to
play.
take some space of our own, especially around like this. SMGs, pistols, you have to take some risks. And right now, their risks have got them close to CNED. But as you said, CNED is the ruse.
This is one for a Talos Strider, the push and pull in this round, giving up mid control for NAVI, faking it out towards a couple of steps
Great
to sell
call
the
on this
info,
one.
and then they walk right back as the rotations were sold. Koi not knowing what they
Free
walked
pass in
into.
heaven?
what
Molly's
they're
good, though.
walking into. Sagetsu dropped after just one shot, not going to
He
connect
tagged
for
him
the
with something.
kill. Now there's some
Wait,
serious
Codman's got
danger
another?
here. All of
Oi,
a sudden,
oi, oi,
Koi
damage
are
done,
actually
done. This guy on
competing.
site has to go
Just
huge.
not dominating in these duels,
Oh, this
putting
is
it down
hard.
to the 2v4 and up on the way back through. A Bladestorm in the open. He's just too quick, but he needs two more. The op saves him for one and low HP on both players
reload
now.
this.
An op reload for CNED.
Oh my goodness.
He's trying to get over the box and he couldn't
Yeah.
escape. Trex tracks him down.
Kind of
for
just
the
needed
fifth round
to
of
kind of just
Koi.
needed to commit to the pistol. I'm not sure if the was he the person that did the damage
I thought for a second he was about to do
over
some
towards
sort of,
middle?
like,
Is that what happened? Because
360
he kind of just
updraft,
needed to
drop
commit to the
down, no
pistol.
scope.
tried.
Like, I
I'm
don't-
trying to
He
work
tried
out
and
if
he was
everyone else
damn
could have
close.
given him the info, but
there's sometimes you just wonder.
he was the person that
like,
did the
it's like
damage. Yeah, he's the guy who hit
on
middle.
inside
Yeah.
his head.
I love
Like,
the
it's just-
replay, man. He just casually like takes a sip of
This
his
is,
drink.
who was
no
this at
emotion
Heaven that got the
behind those
second
eyes
kill?
whatsoever. It's incredible.
Oh, wait, look at that damage.
Ridiculous as well.
Look at Coldamenta.
Shots connected. This to pull out the Blade Storm after the initial shot, still land it. But it's Coldamenta, the hero of this round, managing to get a multi-frag with the pistol and alongside that the SMG.
Oh,
it seems like no
okay.
round right now is safe. Like that's the weird thing of this match thus far is if you have pistols, you have SMGs, you have a Blade Storm, anything can turn on its head, and for that reason, we're going to see a pause.
Yeah, I think time for both teams to take a breather here. Playing the emoji game down the bottom. Timeout NAVI. It's on your screen. Waving to the microphone. Hello casters, hello chat.
I think
This
so.
is wrong, right? Or am I?
This is basic stuff.
I've heard the challenge is going to be gradually increasing as the day goes on,
Yeah,
Tom.
you know.
So
Same for the players.
see who gets the most point. Well, you can
It's
imagine
this, right?
so. As time goes on, this BO5 series.
I've been streaming a lot, so
we've
maybe
seen
I'm losing my
what
mind.
it's like
but
for teams going late into the night after waiting around for the first series. Now they're basically playing the first series and the second. It's a different
we get
ballgame,
the
and
op
a
now,
challenge that
obviously,
these
because it was
teams
on the
won't
floor.
really
We
use
have
that.
ults.
That's the thing
Money's
as
getting
well.
pretty
It
low
does
for
look like
Navi,
both teams
so
have picked into what they believe
big
is the
round for
strongest
them.
map.
And
So
just
Split,
straight up
obviously,
sight hits
last
coming
time
in
out
again.
was
It
a
looks
really
like
dominant looking victory coming
a
out
sight.
from the side
Maybe we
of
get a
Koi.
Raze
They
ult
felt
on top of
confident in
this.
that second
Xiao's one
half
away from his
especially.
ult.
Obviously, they did even better when they played
Straight
on
up normal
Lotus, but
default,
maybe
though.
believing that Na'Vi had fixed some of their problems, and then Na'Vi going to get Pearl off. So these first couple of maps, you kind of expect to go the way of the person who chose them, but Na'Vi thus far have kept this close.
Even with the blast pack, he barely makes it out. And a push up by Angel again, going to be caught. On one hand,
That one wasn't
applauding
too
Koi
bad though, honestly.
for catching
I would
those
like
again
there
and
to be a
again,
smoke
but
at spawn,
look at the difficulty
but that
it's
one
gonna
wasn't too
create
bad.
for this Navi squad. They have taken heaven and look to fight from here. No smoke for screens as they make their way through. Maybe a cloud burst at best as the showstopper tries to section these players out. And in fact, it has just pushed them entirely off the site. A C's too late landing in screens. It's going to have to be a full retake.
And they don't have much to play with. I'm looking at Trex,
Oh my
though.
goodness.
A single kill for him. We
Oh
saw what
my
that
god,
could
he's
do with the
tanking
showstopper
bullets. How
last
many
time
bullets?
out.
Dude, they are gonna
Xiao
have
has
no
taken
idea
so
he's
much
here.
damage.
They shot
An
so
extra
many
bullet
bullets into this
spammed
wall.
Into that wood could kill him off, but instead he might just be sneaky.
Well,
He's
he
helped
knew his
out
stats somehow.
Saigetsu to at least manage one, but even still,
This is nice. Crossfire over
advantage
towards
sticks
heaven,
with
though. It is a
Koi
plant
that
for
little
heaven,
bit
so these are
longer.
really important.
He's
This is still
going
really
strong,
doable.
though.
4v2, they
And has Zipan
touch
alongside him.
the
Neither
spike.
particularly
So pressure is
close
there,
to
but
that
smoke's
spike for
faded. That's a
Saigetsu,
nice
trying
shot,
to
and that's a
take the
nice shot as
elevated
well on top
angle.
of this as
And
well.
while both players
I thought maybe they would
Koi
just go double
landing
heaven here,
headshots.
to be honest, but
I love the
either way,
ideas there,
nicely done from
an
Koi. Hit
attacking
some good
squad.
shots,
They
especially
wait
Wolf
for
in
the
there.
retake to come underway. The fact that Xiao sits up next to the wall, he got spammed down. You saw him second, even third, guess it. He was going to fall back down. He said, no, they've spammed this many bullets. They won't spam anymore. And on 16 HP, sure, he doesn't get a lot done, but it's about creating that crossfire with Saigetsu. It's about waiting for the wall from Shados to go down so Zipan could participate. You might have had a three-man swing if it wasn't for that Viper wall. But ultimately, Koi prevail, and they've gotten out of it
Hop
in a very
out on
good
the
position. We
fence.
saw the
Trex
showstopper
has his
used by
ult as
Navi
well.
to no avail, just claiming them site control. A good CC for sure, but it's about Trex now, who's got his own rocket launcher to play with.
Oh, they're playing off contact as well. Nade going to be out. Flash is actually going to blind CNED after the fact, and they have Seekers and Showstopper for
And they got tanked down in the middle.
round if
Xiao got
needed.
a lot of damage taken there.
now, though, just looking to see if
Okay,
they
they
can
know where the
reclaim
op
some
is
of
for a
that
little
ground
bit,
back
but the
towards
op's
B.
insta-rotating.
A bit more of a passive hold.
Dog
from the
goes out
likes of
over
Koi.
towards
Sure,
B, does
they're
get shot
still
to his pressure
battling
hit,
for
but with
mid
that...
control, but
Okay, I thought they were going to
further
take B
back.
main, but they decided not to. They group up over
We've seen
towards here,
Navi
but
double
Flash
back
goes
after
in
selling this
deep as
same
well,
fake
and it would have
information
checked anyone
on
in
mid
like
before,
this
not
area.
surprised
So
that Koi
honestly,
haven't
that's
really
pretty nice. With that
repositioned
info,
all
Raze
too
is going to
much.
rotate
As I
here,
say, that
3
Trex
people.
does start to come through.
Op is now
Reinforce
over
the
towards
A
B
site.
as well.
Might be here a little too late.
Looking good for Koi,
Landing
especially when they
initially,
do
but
that.
Never mind being too late. He is perfectly
Especially when they
in
do
time,
that.
and the rocket fired through. Catches Xiao, thinning out the herd of Navi with CNET falling. This round seems to be all but over.
Nice
The nade,
done, Trex.
well, it's too shallow. The bullets will
Trex
land
did really
to
good
finish
here.
him off.
He's
Nobody
looking great.
falling on the side of Koi, and with just one round left in the half, Tom, it looks like Navi are stumped.
yeah, it seems like, again, as you mentioned, they're trying to pressure into mid, trying to pressure a little bit into B to sort of bait rotations. But for the side of Koi, they've been so good at getting the reads, and they haven't really been pulling players off because nobody has been forced back. Like, you had all of that Viper utility in mid, you had the likes of Shados basically just, oh, no one here, I'm spamming through the smokes, don't need to rotate. The same with their B aggression. Flash is going through from Starzo to make
what
sure.
have we got so far?
And it meant that Trex was ready and waiting on that A site as they look to push through. This round, well, it's an investment, of course, for the side of Na'Vi, but a couple of Sheriffs, definitely not ideal. And again, already got a lot of information about the outside of A. This causes a mass rotation from Koi.
Sugetsu knows they
This
broke
is nice,
that track,
and honestly,
even heard that it was the Tiger doing
a lot of
it.
the time,
They want nothing to do
we
with
had
fight
the
outside of
smoke
A.
here,
Moving into
so they
what's happened.
prevented mid control.
He hasn't really
Up
fought
here
from
very
this angle,
fast.
typically just
So
been
this
shoulder
is fast
peeking,
kill
grabbing
on
the
that
info.
one.
This time though, with
So
players on the
helps
site,
the stats
he
a
had
little
to
bit.
hold a little wider. They're not ready for
Felt like
Trex to be
the
here too.
timing of
But
everyone else there was a
Zipman's
little
also
bit
caught
off,
them off
though.
guard. Big round for the Rays players. As they look for more impact on the B side, Trex will fall. They know that there's an op stuck in the back, and it's all too easy for CNED with him updrafting away from the nade. A clutch attempt by Shados and a firing squad.
Okay, nice round from
beckoning
them.
him in. Very nicely
would
played by Navi.
give you a little bit
5
critical,
rounds on the attack, and
but a
that
lot
should
of
be enough.
Angel's first duels, I would love to see him smoke
Get a
before he
pistol
takes
under your
them.
belt.
Like, it's
There's a lot
not
of time where he's
a
dying
bad
with
resurgence in the half,
multiple
obviously. Like,
smokes.
it started to look a little bit better than we saw.
Not that
in
it
some
mattered
of
into
maybe
this
the
round, but I
earlier
just saw it
rounds.
quite a few
But bear
times.
in mind, last time out, it was a sort of similar story, with them having a
I felt like some of his
decent
calls were good here,
first
though.
half, and then it was obviously Koi dominating in the second. Now that second was their defense.
This game is literally all duels. You're not wrong.
This time.
That's
But
a
at the
great
same time,
sum
they
up.
still
Like,
managed to pull
honestly,
off a 6-6
there wasn't
half on
too
their
much to
attack.
break down
They've
here. Like, there was some
proven
good sky
the more
flashes to make sure that there was a good amount of
the
people over
support that
towards
you can have
sites, but
between
in the
Orphan
terms of
and
it, this was
Trex,
just straight up
with
a loss of
Starzo
Angels.
popping them in with the flashes,
Like,
it could be
it really
very
was.
difficult to play against, and that's where I do feel like I agree with PM what he was saying on the desk is like the difference between that Sky and the Fade on this map. It doesn't really seem to be
Why do I think he takes so many fast duels? I think because no one's like hyper aggressive in this team, but honestly I feel like Zipan is pretty hyper aggressive, and it feels like he's trying to compensate for
You're
that.
not going to save throughout the entirety of the round, but it also means if you want to go for some aggressive set plays, it's that little bit more risky.
Be curious to see how Navi begin this side with 2 duelists popping off on the attack. You have to imagine some tempered aggression could go a long way to putting Koi on the back foot as they move on through. In a high-stakes game, it's maybe where some teams would start to second-guess it. Some teams would play more reserved, but well, when you're being helmed by a man like Angel, who's, I think he's gone through the half with 1 kill, that didn't deter him. He was still happy to be the first man through every single time.
I'm sure there's already somebody out there like counting his first deaths, ready for the tweet. The tweet that will probably get them quite a few likes, but
Maybe.
Angel doesn't care. He'll quite retweet it all the same.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. He just said what, like, I'm a good example of what not to do. You should show this to your players and say, don't do this.
Hey, it's easier to in-game league when you're dead.
I think Giant save strats for champs as some maps tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually expect the EMEA final tomorrow to be a complete
but nonetheless,
it's going to be horrendous.
I do think
Like, I'm expecting Rainers, everyone picking what they want.
Again, like,
because it doesn't matter, they all have the same seed going in, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure everyone has the same seed going in no matter what. I mean, do you reckon they have the same seed going in no matter what? It'd be cool if we knew.
Like he was before, and their retakes are going to be much more difficult if that doesn't
Prize
work
pool? I
out
don't think
for
there is a
them.
prize pool
So
for this,
I do
right?
think this could be a troublesome scoreline because Koi are not going to be slouches when it comes to this.
It's
attack.
seeded, but is there not 4 last chance qualifiers and they all just go last? And then you have China qualifiers. Where actually have no idea. Honestly, someone should probably tell
It's not what
someone.
we'd expect. Well, camera up top. It's a sneaky position as well. I mean, that's going to catch him on the way through. They've heard it. Oh, and they've caught Sugetsu.
That's
Wolfen
real
knows that
nice.
lineup a little bit
Yeah,
better.
just
He
sees
was
his
more than
legs or
ready for
just
that
they
swing.
I mean, the pings were there into the right spot. I'll give him that.
Hefty damage back in response, but they're not going to mind too much. And after what is a large rotation out from the side of Na'Vi, I think they've realized, okay, they're actually not going to push off this. The Viper wall obviously spotted over on that A site, maybe expected to be a ruse initially, but Na'Vi have read this well. 3 players in the right place at the right time, and they're going to actually aggress deep into ramp. Risky to say the least, but they have to take a risk a man down.
Oh, it's Angel catching them crossing, but he's not able to deliver on it on the site. A lone man of Xiao stands trying to get some support.
Xiao's
Zip back from
timing,
above,
I
now
mean,
smoked
Angel's
out.
timing is
Angel's
insane
able to
as well.
creep up behind
And he
grab
gets
one.
ready for
Zip
the other one
back
as
more
well.
than good. And Xiao certainly had more support than it seemed when this take began. Coldamenta, the last man to the party, and the spike
nice
is
timing
down
from Angel,
in the
though.
open, next to irretrievable. 20 seconds on the clock, and 4 very healthy opponents to take down if he wants the win for his squad. See how much he can do, and player with his back turned almost took him down. That was a rough one
double pistol.
if you're Koi fan.
Yeah, I think one of the things
Wait.
that is probably going to be
That's
underrated from this take was Xiao's utility. Like, he gets
1-1
a seize
pistol.
that catches
Almost.
Wolfen as he dashes into the site and stops him being wrapped on. Like, he's unable to. That's the player that's normally going to go all the way through and come in from behind.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah, I'm
throws
trying
out
to in
Haunt
my
as
head
well,
think
and that
about,
keeps
like,
Wolfen and Zipak
how's
gets
it
the
gonna
kill.
work with
so
seeding.
It's 2 piece of utility. Well, there you go. That is just the freest couple of kills
16
for the players
teams,
above, and then you see
4
Xiao
groups of
pounce
4,
that a little bit later on. His utility
1 from
doing the
each
initial
last chance
work, and
qualifier, but
his
then you
teammates
have
and
the
himself
Chinese
being able to
teams,
hit the
so it's
timing on
3
that
from
play,
last chance
something we
qualifier.
are always going to marvel at, and it's the one good thing about having that fade is that
So then who
Xiao is
joins
maybe the
them?
best, if definitely one of the best at playing that agent in the world.
Is there anyone on like?
To their defense,
Is there
5
anyone who's done a
rounds,
breakdown
first
of this,
half,
of
now
how
a
it's most
pistol
likely
under
to
their
be done?
belt. Definitely not a bad start for NAVI. Koi down to just pistols. And this is where things can get dangerous based on what we saw the first time around. But on the attack, it is typically a little bit harder to get that value out of these pistols. I thought Angel was going to go pushing down through mid up against the Eco. He only has a Ghost, but it would be a little bit unhinged.
Oh, only a little bit. Well, that's well within.
On brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, luckily he has decided to fall back slightly.
I miss the Angel cipher on this map. Just the most unhinged trips you'll ever see in your life. Just like pointing directly into the sky and just only used to catch off the weirdest of positions. 40 seconds left now, though. So Koi were clearly expecting some aggression themselves. Somebody facing off against him. You are up against the double duelist and Angel, so it's kind of expected in that regard. Angel
Oh my
will
goodness,
be the first
body
point
block.
of contact. He gets headbutted. Unfortunately, that doesn't do any damage. But the nade of Trex does for Zikpan, though, again.
That's a nice
Just
pass into
easy
farm. 2
cleanup.
away from his ult as well. Okay, right, we'll
Level
focus in
up
on this
that
one. Get a
scoreline.
vibe.
It is a
V-buy.
close first map,
Well,
and again, as
bonus
I said,
V-buy.
this is Koi's pick.
But it's
You
honestly
don't want
a
your
really good
first
bonus
pick
coming
within
in
a
from
series
Navi
to be
here.
close. That's the map you want to just blast them out of the server. Right now, Navi on that defensive side have the chance to take the lead, and Mitch, their bonus round is actually pretty good.
Pretty good is somewhat of an understatement. This is a full buy. I mean, in essence, that's what they're coming in with. Light shields, that's what their opponents have too. For the most part, we're going to see a very hotly contested round from this defense. I don't know if Koi will be ready for quite this.
That's nice. And also, this is such a good bait. Yeah, this is such a good bait from Angel. Instant TP into the corner, the double, and they tried to dash on him as well. That was the thing. That was such a good pulse. That was really nice setup.
What a turnaround half to half for this man as well.
Right, really good setup on that.
2v4. Good luck to Koi. They've done it from similar positions, but they're completely surrounded now, boxed in.
It's Starzo and Shados. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Like, we have seen them throughout the matches they've won pull off some of the most ridiculous rounds you'll ever see. And a 2v4, I don't even know if it scratches the surface. So Navi definitely have to be careful. They also have an awful lot of time. Still 50 seconds on the clock. Chance to isolate Jules. Bear in mind the Angel on the site is tagged low. They've got no reason to spam this. They don't want to give up where they are. But they might be able to find themselves a solo duel.
There are no seeds? No, there'll be seeds. It won't be completely random.
They are going to see him.
It'll be 4 groups of 4.
Will be shared.
Here's the flash back online. They're going to use it right into the spawn. Not working out as well as they'd hoped. 1-to-1
Okay, nicely done on this. We're getting an upgrade as well for that. Really good round. Really good round. Love this little setup over towards him.
Maybe
if we get a timeout, we'll try and work it out.
The attack side of Koi under a lot of scrutiny right now. The responses just haven't been there. And you got to say, Angel, like I said, he came out of the first half just a 1 kill under. Every single one he's had so far this half has had high impact.
And that's the thing. It's always going to be something we mentioned with Navi, that lower bracket run, but I think the bigger thing is, especially if you play them
eco rounds, and we're going to get the op out against the full buy round. So I like this as well. This is looking nice.
You need to have more than that.
This is going to be a hard half for Koi, to be honest with you.
You can see their defensive side constantly pushing and taking space, having off angles, seeing it is almost disrespectful, trying to spam through that smoke. with a Vandal at that. Almost dies to it, and probably what he deserved.
Well, they doubled up down in Vents, hoping for the duel there, but Koi are making their way towards the B site. It's a little bit lighter in terms of what they have to defend with, and now the dash through gives Wolfen some control towards their spawn. Pressure on for CNED, 50 HP in towards the spawn. Nade is on its way. That could even deal damage. He has to give up the site entirely, and that
honestly, Wolfen has a pretty good chance to win this round. He's the only one though. Okay, well that goes down. He was in a pause there where I was like, honestly, if he gets that fast kill, gets a gun, this could snowball out of control. They dealt with this really well. CNED might even have to wait before he gets to op, because literally no one died in this. Koi gets the time out. Okay, let me quickly try and work out tomorrow's game. 16 teams, chat. Let's do lots of writing. 16 teams. 4 out of 4 groups makes the most sense. That's what they've done in the past, I'm pretty sure. So it would be like, you would do 1 from each region. So it would be like Fnatic, EG, Paper X, EDG. Right, so that's the 1 seeds. Then we'd have the 2 seeds. Then we've got 3. There's been a lot of numbers there. 3 seeds and then 4 seeds. But who gets the 4 seeds? Because I'm trying to work from the other way down. So this would be all the last chance qualifiers, right?
You give me Zipan on Raze, you give me CNED on
last chance qualifier of like EMEA. But would this be the bottom spot?
We talked about Koi, the actual storyline
Americas.
for this squad that even Coldamenta sold coming
sure,
into
just
LCQ
AM.
that proved to be correct
Pacific.
was the switcheroo of roles of players going
and
to
then
comfort. Zipan
and then
CNED,
China here.
Yeah, maybe they've taken a leaf
So
out
then
of Koi's
maybe
book in that regard, and it's certainly working. And you
maybe it
the
is
fact
for
that,
something.
You know, NAVI,
the game.
lost to Koi twice, even just in this season.
You reckon second at EMEA below China's last chance qualifier?
Facing, as I'd said many times, he had
China only has 3
He'd
teams.
never lost 3 BO3s in a row.
But what's
this
the
season he lost 4. And the only redemption he
but
had
why
was the
should they be
KC,
1, 2, 3 and not 4?
Really hold in high regard. This is a
just
matchup
because
that would be much more legitimized.
I would need an answer.
This
is a 6 strat though. Oh my goodness.
It's gorgeous.
Okay, it's done. That's unbelievable. Teva from the top rope over the top instant nade here as well. That is so sick. This is an instant Omen flash as well, so they don't really know what's going on. That was unbelievable.
Way back in, they've been caught by a nasty Navi set piece. And they're not stopping. Zipan's got another nade. Already earning it. Using it just to bait for Shao.
Dude, in the big buy round as well. They saved that for the big buy round. They forced them back to eco. Oh my god, that was beautiful.
Off the charts, but oh, it's not like their teammates have done much to help them out. There's barely a lick of damage on the other side.
Well, we're down to the Starzo flash to hope that gets him through, but he's not aware that Angel's on the back of the site. This man has been catching them off guard in every which position. With 40 seconds left, Shados,
it was actually so good.
1v5. You might as well just start the next round. I don't think he's going to be doing anything all too much as we close this one out. The question is, can NAVI go on the hunt? Look at their economy.
EMEA gets 5, China gets 4. So what do you reckon? They just give the worst spot of EMEA to the, so it's like 4? So it'd be like the 3 Chinese teams like this in terms of seeding, and then just put the EMEA at the bottom. So it's like 3. So these are the Chinese teams, this is the EMEA team.
Another flawless round. I've already lost count.
Then you have 1, 2. Who knows? Let's work it out.
As said, like when you see the attack from Koi last time, it was a back and
yeah,
forth.
China has 3, but then they put the bottom of the EMEA because they're 5, so it's 4. Then it's like 4, 4, 4, 4, basically. That actually makes a lot of sense. That's probably the easiest way to do it.
Well, getting caught, getting stuck, and not even getting a moment's notice.
Not on wiki. No, nothing.
They're looking like a different
nothing is
coming into today, and
nothing has like been released about it,
as a Koi fan before,
which is weird. There's a lot of times where people don't know what they're playing for.
There's a lot being said by Barbar right now, let me tell you, and I don't think all of it's suitable for air. There's got to be a lot of conversations around how they're going to change this one up, because every single thing they've tried so far has been shut down. No ultis to block them out from NAVI. They haven't needed them. So far, it's just been literally a skill issue. And we need to see Koi recover on that very quickly with Pearl up next. NAVI could set themselves up for a very easy close to this series. I don't know what.
Am I saying all Chinese should be 4 seeds? No, they should be 1, 2,
be something special.
EDG,
with a lot of
Billy,
a lot of ultimates.
Where are we with these teams, man? There's so many teams. What's the third team that's qualified? And then this would be the EMEA, whoever comes second.
Yeah, maybe
FPX, then whoever comes second.
We've seen him turn around, Wolfen with
right, and then that's the seeding. So EDG goes into the first group. That basically.
Challenge for the orb. I'm already looking at the C's being lined up. Maybe not.
I think actually that's probably the best way to do it. So both of the last rounds qualifiers would be tier 4, like seed 4. Do they do it again? Alright, guys, come on, we can't be falling for this twice.
Even still, they went pushing, they went looking, and
how does Nate do no damage?
Defending his teammates, but his showstopper, it doesn't even buy them space.
No chance to touch the trigger on that one.
Nate did no damage. Did like go into a little alcove. What's going on here? Raze is busted sometimes.
I mean, that's a spot
they still get the reply though with this, and the Astra ult was used.
The poison's just being pulled back.
And we had a really good.
3 ults, and it got them absolutely
wait,
nothing.
we're gonna do this again?
Yeah. They could have got this at the beginning of the round. They
yeah, we
used a showstopper. They used their
get
seekers.
absolutely wrecked. And now they know they're middle, and that's just the ult just fully gun, and they kind of don't get anything for free from that.
It seems like it. Like I said, I didn't expect to see any ults, to be honest. And I agree with you. You know, Trex gets the kill. You think, all right, blast into sight, get the kills with it. And if it fires,
no hill. I mean, literally none of them took any armor. We would see the armor go off. There's no hill involved.
Too quick to the trigger.
The only good thing that has come out of all of this is that Starzo did manage to retrieve a gun. It was hand-delivered by Zipan. He's been spotted, still in B main. 2 players holding on to this spot. 25 seconds to make this work.
Doing a good job at the start. They know that Xiao was around here earlier. He's the one that threw the C's out, but they won't find him in time, and he's close. 12 seconds left on the clock. They need to plant it in a spot they can be challenged from. 2 players both coming from spawn, and the smoke fades at just the right moment. Koi set up for victory. Sagetsu has to battle back. A player up and a player down. The spam, it's close, but it's not close enough. The angle a little off, and they're going to double swing this. The second he steps out, never mind, Shadow's gone already.
Oh my! Where were the bullets going? How did they not hit? Nice round from Coldament. I mean, they needed that. They straight up needed this. They're back in it.
After that one.
Well,
maybe they're back in it. Like honestly, this wasn't.
Looking back, 4 ults to win the round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They used a lot into this.
Once I saw them online, Tom, I knew they were going to use them.
It's so ridiculous that they managed to turn this. Wolfen being able to get that entry was everything, and again, Cordamenta just making it worse. You could see frustration on one side. That's a round again. After they use all those ults, it should have been over. It should have been done.
Where's the money at with that? They're pretty good, right? Yeah, not too bad. And we can have a drop after. See Ned in the open, just gets absolutely wrecked. I don't even think he popped his dash after that, like when he saw them.
Where I was going with that one, but blink and you miss it. It's down. Not even really retrievable for this squad. That marks a
Insta group up as well as they're clearing all the middle. This is kind of nice. We got double kill trip and the camera that spots the cross above the wall.
Prior round, lighting the fire under Koi.
I mean, good luck, bro. Sagetsu, good luck, especially as he's been seen. Trips.
Caught in one of the trips, but he has.
Oh, I like this reactive smoke from Angel. Wait, this was sick, chat. This was really cool reactional stuff that they had. Let's wait, because Coldaments can win this still.
But Angel low. Spike on the site, so
dude, they had a really good setup. Angel had a really good smoke on site here. Man, Codamenta's owning these rounds.
Him versus Zipan. 40 seconds left, so he doesn't need to rush. Can take his time and is just patiently waiting. But Zipan's not moving. Sitting back within the site. Watching onto that spike. Knowing that his opponent could come from any position and starting to
dude,
work
what a hard run to be in for Zipan.
That there's only so many places
can
that this man could be. He read it right just seconds ago, but now 15 left.
Time's always going to start running soon.
That frag, and Zipan is watching in the right direction.
Oh my, 1v3, 1v1 to a 1v3. Okay, he's actually keeping him in it. He is keeping them in this.
From the clutches of NAVI.
This man is looking to take that throne all by himself the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, this smoke, you see it here? It was really cool. They actually had a very nice setup.
1 away now from NAVI on the back of a round like that, and we saw how devastating the loss of the previous round was. Now add to it that one. And Koi've got some momentum.
So yeah, reactively when they went on towards the
sails.
site, they had a cage for this, and then they had a smoke for this. So the guy back aside, Seketsu, could just purely like rotate for like anywhere that he wanted. Just had this as pure freedom of where he could be. That was pretty cool. And obviously he could be in the smoke or in the cage as well. So that's why the constant pressure was there. That's kind of why they grouped up over towards here.
Might have just made it worth it.
Maybe there's a flash I missed as well. Wait, there is no flash in this team. There wasn't a flash in this.
Angel, this is so
This 3-person setup here though. 1-2. Oh, that's unlucky. The 1-2 setup there was pretty good. Wow. They won all of these
I'm not
duels.
even sure. He might have been paranoid going for that kill. It looked like the blind had caught Shados. Yet still, he's good for the frag. Angel on the side, dancing around. He's caught a player on the back with Cold Dementa. That's 3 kills already.
The hell are these rounds we're watching? Back to back. Oh my goodness.
Final man of Starzo, looking to snuff out the flame.
What a rounds though. I love the setup as well, to be honest with you. I like the kill TP then insta swing bait. Very nice shots from him.
That's what happens when he does survive that initial fight. He's going to come out with 4 kills.
He had to sacrifice Xiao now. It was like, you're going down, buddy. One of us has to.
Missed utility though.
Money can't be good, right? Because they won the 1v1 and then they won the 1v3. I can't imagine the money's great.
And because of that, teammates goes down, and from then onwards, Angel is just running riot.
Yeah, force them down to eco. We get 2 hero guns. Not even near to knife or anything like that. CNED against an eco, please don't, boss man.
Once again, the weaponry for Koi sucks.
And Wolfen quieting down too. We saw CNED so many high impact rounds on that attack. It's a rare thing for a Jet. And Wolfen's experiencing the other side of it, walking through into the man himself, but the trade is there.
Cold Dementa looks outrageously good right now.
And push Seketsu way back out of the site.
Nice.
Cages mean nothing. The traps finding information, but for
what a weird wall, by the way.
Follow up with the Cosmic Divide in the way, and the plant can be found safely. Treks onto Angel as well, doubling, tripling down on the advantages. Now a 4 versus 2 as NAVI
this is so back and forth. They win this round. They had 2 hero guns brought into it. They managed to pick up 2 more. This is ridiculous. Dude, this wall was kind of interesting. Like this Astral wall like this, so they can plant here, and then they had a guy holding top of site. That was kind of nice. I've not seen that before, but when you go heavy heaven, it's actually a really nice ult. I don't know what you do when the wall goes down, but it's nice. It's nice while the wall's up.
But it didn't seem to matter. Every single battle went the way of Koi, and what was seemingly
gives you a little bit of space.
That comeback after the 2-round streak and a huge round from Angel. Well, it's right back on. 1 round the difference here.
Would you say that the 3 best Chinese teams qualified to Jams? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's.
And it's been tough
I mean, from what I saw, I didn't watch all of the last chance qualified, but it's hard to argue with best of 5s. Like they had a lot of best of 5s, so pretty much got the best.
Slightly out of sync, and Koi take advantage of every single one of those rounds. Now pushing up to 10, the timeout for NAVI, 1 final attempt to get things lined up. And I think the key thing for me is how difficult those retakes have been, and now Koi come into this round, Viper's Pit ready to go off rip. This could be dangerous for NAVI because their lead, for the first time in a while, is under serious threat.
Yeah, no, for this half at least, definitely. Like in the last, it was much more solid for Koi, but it took a little while to get going in this one.
Knives, man, they got all the best ults, but Zipan's 1 away from his ult, and that's pretty much it. Stark's 1 away from his ult, so maybe with some kills we get some ults into this one. Playing super passive over towards A.
Both teams just playing that information game, and even though that Prowler was sent right into them, they've just walked up behind that boombot. Angel.
Holy hell, this isn't going to be great. Or it's going to be fantastic. Nice trade on this one with Zipan. Holy hell. I can't believe some of the stuff I see. As if he got 2 there, that was incredible.
Try to fight the man in vents. Just you try it.
Or a ramp.
You never know what you're going to get with Angel. You actually, I will always be surprised watching him, no matter what.
I don't know what it is about that spot, but he loves it more than any other. And he'll fight tooth and nail to keep
like, if you told me there that he 1-taps all 3, I would believe you. And then if you told me there that he TPs behind with his knife and just faces the wall, I'd also believe you. Like, I just don't know what to expect.
It won't be this time. That's the spike dropped in the open, leaving Shados.
He does it, like, the range of play is, it's anything. It really is.
picked the sort
Don't
of
know what you're gonna
50-50.
get. It's
It was
pretty
either
fun
go
to
back
watch.
to the vents
That was a
or
great
try
round,
and push
though.
towards the B site. And Zipan actually rotated all the way around from the vents to join up with his 2 other teammates who were in B heaven. So a little bit unlucky, but well, from this point onwards now for Starzo,
The ultimate coin flip, yeah, he's like Gen G, just rolled into just a player.
Wolfen doesn't have much cash
Sometimes
to go
incredible,
in with the next round, so
sometimes not so
definitely worth
much.
just keeping that extra rifle in tow, but it will mean now that on their opponent's map choice, a map that prior Koi absolutely battered Na'Vi on a 13-6 victory. Na'Vi now have 2 opportunities to take this over the line and head into their map choice of Pearl.
All right, 2 chances.
This whole season has been
2 chances.
But considering
A map that they weren't great at, but honestly
through,
the individuals are carrying them
They
through.
got 9 rounds in 2 maps versus Koi last time out.
Yeah, genuinely, I think that's the worst.
They definitely had some alright stuff as well. I don't know if they
has looked in my memory. And I think especially adding to it the fact that
I
was
remember
coming
seeing. Maybe
into
they didn't
that
have an
game,
opportunity
they
to
were
use this
already
the other day.
on a record loss streak.
Never let them know your next move. That's yeah, honestly, that's actually the one.
And that's more or less just been his entire
That's
career.
one way.
As we saw the Vents play last time. Again, post-pause Navi as well. They called a timeout. Everyone's like, yeah, you even rotate from heaven to play with your teammates. Make some stable plays, and Angels unhinged.
3 people here, Nate, Teva.
Seekers popped.
Oh, that's a nice eye. You have to, that's a great eye. You have to 180 for that. That's good.
But luckily that Blade Storm in hand
cool.
for Wolfen. Able to
What a
find
crazy
one.
guy.
A
Just
second
with no
in
util.
hand for him as well. Looking for a little bit more. He's done damage. Almost caught by Saigetsu, but not quite this time. And now he has to face off against CNED. A
What's
Viper's
the money
Pit,
like?
though.
Does he want to pop
There's
knives? Not with
nothing
29
worse
HP.
for an operator to face into, especially with the HP he has.
Oh, I mean, look, that's an ambitious shot to go for. 3 of them already thrown out. 29 HP. And I hope nobody spams back in return. A shot in the dark, quite literally. 5 of them, none of them landed. And it's time to get out of there. Live to fight another day. They have burned up at least the Viper's Pit. The Blade Storm from Wolfen. It's off to a howler to start in that round. Speaking of which, I don't know if you heard that, but Uli's he's brought his pet wolf to work with him today. 12-11. Koi right on their heels, and overtime possible, and who knows who can take it if we end up there. But the usage of these ultimates, Tom, it does put them...
pure ult spam. Like that round was pure ult spam.
Everything
Blade
thrown
Storm,
in.
One chance
Pit,
left.
Seekers, I think they may have even thrown the
2 to 1.
showstopper in at the beginning. I'm not sure. Oh, that was on the other side. Okay, Zipan
Dude,
used
I'm
his
telling you,
showstopper.
this fade eye that they had when they were running in was really cool. Like on the top of the balcony over towards B main. So when you have to run in, you have to 180. It landed like on top of this. So when you're running into the site here, wanting to duel all of this, you have to check the back of sight, and you've also got a 180 and shoot the eye up here. That was really cool. I've never seen that before.
Right at the top of the board for his team.
As much as I would have preferred a Sky, they've got some good stuff with the fade. They're making it actually look. I mean, they're making it work pretty well.
1 kill, 1 orb. That's all that Trex is looking for. And we've seen the power of the entry, even just the space taking. With that ultimate, mid push from Na'Vi, 3 players here. Something Koi love to do. We've seen it. Having a star down, pulling it back, flashing through with Starzo. But that's not the plan this time. Orb to cross.
Tell me Race doesn't try and cross that.
Like
3 plus. What's the timing like? Oh boy. Oh my. Wait.
All of this space.
Did he?
But no, he's falling back onto the site. He's got his dash
Guys, there's
online.
2
His
people
Blade
in
Storm, and now
sewers.
he's stunned up. Still good for Wolfen. Updrafting around to
There's 2
try
of
and
them in
dodge a
sewers.
potential
They can't
showstopper.
lose
He
this
does
round,
that, but
surely.
he can't dodge Shados. The flank coming in. It might be a little
I
late.
have no idea they're gonna get
Players
shot in
tucked
the
into
side.
positions, and now it's given away, but at the cost of Shados's life.
Okay.
Trex on another. Falls
On
back
the
for a
hill?
heal as well.
Honestly?
The late flank from Coldamenta could be everything in this round.
I'm not sure they're
Koi
gonna. They literally
desperately
just
looking
came
to
through
push
all
up
of
to
middle.
an
They're not gonna
overtime as
expect this
Navi
guy
wanna
here.
steal away a map that was
This
an
is a
embarrassment
massive
for them
round
last time around.
for
This
Coldamenta.
very series. Coldamenta's caught Zipan.
Yeah, they just
The
cleared
flank
middle. Like
advance
they came
perfect,
from
and now
middle. Why would
that's
they
gotta
honestly
offset
think
this
that someone's
retake
middle?
completely. Do you deal with him from behind? Do you rush into the site? And even then, how's the defuse going to go down? It's looking like Koi have locked themselves into an OT, just a few kills away. No mistakes to be made on this side.
Nice shot. Nice shots. I'm really impressive. Okay, 2 rounds, fully gone. 2 chances in the bin, overtime.
It wouldn't be right if we didn't get
Not too bad
overtimes
at
on
all. That was
Split
nice.
to kick off what is hopefully going to be a banger series, taking one of these teams
Fast map starts overtime.
to
It's pretty cool.
champions. and the other team's year is over. Map number 1 is delivering. And with a back and forth. Well, Barber's feeling it, but the job's not done. We've seen them
What
do
even
this.
was that? That was incredible.
Remember the map that we saw, them versus Giants, bring it all the way back to overtime and then instantly lose the next 2 rounds. They've got to steady themselves. The job is not done just yet, and we've already seen that Na'Vi have been a much fiercer competitor than what we've seen from them in pretty much either of the matches they had versus Koi.
Nothing wild, no ops.
They did get an overtime the first time out. One of the longer ones we've seen.
Straight up normal default.
Well, Navi mount their attack side once again. And it's a very, very slow pace, too. It's CNED's operator, a big factor in some of the initial rounds. He won't be using it. Instead, down to the right.
The cool thing about Navi's default is they don't do too much. They do this, they do the camera here, and that's pretty much their default. Then eventually, like, they try and take mid and they put a smoke here. So in terms of replicating it, all you have to do is just have this guy here the whole time, and then you can kind of be anywhere, whether it's A, whether it's B, whether it's middle. So it's very easy to replicate, it's super simple. It relies a lot on like duels, obviously, if you're facing B main. But 3 people here.
Mainly no Angel to follow through on those initial fights. It's Wolfen up close, only 1 for him as Navi.
Damn, that was nice. I tell you what, the Shao's fade eye here was great. Cleared the back of sight on that one. Actually, I'm actually really liking the fade. I've done a turnaround. I really like what they got.
Wary of that flank coming through, almost trying to fake things out a little bit. CNED low, but it's only Starzo left.
Nicely done from Zipan. Gets his ult, celebrate with it maybe.
Killed Koi.
Alright, another chance.
Putting this 13-12 in their favor. 29 kills for him. And while Doombo's Angel, they're going to get another opportunity. Maybe steady things a little bit. I think especially when you have a pop-off round like that for someone like Zipan, you might just need to calm down. It's like, bear in mind, we're going on to the defense.
Take a breather. You don't need to run at them.
You don't. I know you can. I know you can go and kill them all. Well,
do you think with Raze and Chamber getting higher play, Fade will start to come back a bit? Yeah, I think so. A little bit. The thing is, it's not the best on some of these maps, but it does combo incredibly well with the Raze.
Now, one of them was a 20
so yeah, there's a good chance.
We could potentially be seeing later in this series, but that's the fact of the matter. Na'Vi,
I don't think you're gonna be seeing too much. Like, I don't think it's gonna be a big change, and you're gonna be saying it all the time. But I'm talking like 5%, maybe
we are yet to see
of a change
between these two, with Lotus and Ascent being the other options.
Appman, what's up, bro? Thank you so much, Appman, with the Prime. With the Prime 3 months. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you.
As we've already said, they've been fighting back into games all the way through the season. They've been fighting back into the season.
This must be happy since Zipan on Raze. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, aren't we all? Like, he's so good on Raze.
CNED's operator graces the stage once more, but other than that, we've got ourselves the rifles.
Zipan looking to push up to his 30th kill moving into this.
As the coach, can you listen to player comms? Yeah, you can hear your player comms the whole time.
Navi, like you said, 1 extra chance to level things out.
Okay, we're into this one. And camera spotting here. CNED has op, and they set him up. Ooh, they set him up nice and early over towards this in front of that, so we're getting full info. That's kind of nice.
Time and time again without fail, bar that 1 round from Angel. CNED this time pushed up with an operator, but
trying to break the trip just in case it's there.
They do decide to continue that split. I'm seeing the spike outside of B though. It looks very much
Prowler goes in. What are you gonna do? Fake drop back down, or you cool? 3 people here. 3 people. Double trip. Omen flash nade. That is not the site you want to be going to.
Starting to double back again. I guess just checking whether or not they're pushing in this direction. So I get to yet to have moved.
Okay, I think they've seen the camera.
50 seconds left on the clock. If they are going to make their run back, it would have to be soon.
Okay, they go all the way. This is actually really nice. Because they felt like they had too much here, and then when they went all the way back, tried to call a fake, but they are not believing. Zipan stays here. It's a nice smoke. It's a really nice smoke from Angel.
Just the right spot. Again, catching them off, and look how quickly Zipan's going to rotate through. He's already emerging from the catwalk, and there's barely anyone left to take down.
20 seconds.
Now standing in their way of taking this map.
Damn, nicely done. Big round from Sugetsu. That was a great smoke. Double duelist looked good. Zipan back on Raze. That's what we've been missing for a while. Performed well.
They have the saying, what a difference a day makes. Well, maybe 2 in this case.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the first time we've seen, that's crazy, that's the first time we've seen this team with a double